Creatives, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. Fanhome Star Wars, building the legendary Sith Lord. Box 3 is here. As always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. Got components. We've got 1, 2 and 3. We have a binder, our first binder for the magazines. I really needed one of these. I've got quite a few magazines that I need organising. So there it is. There, that's the model that we're making. Yeah, I like that. And we have our magazines. Get this box off my desk. So these are the magazines. There is Stage 6, Stage 7 and Stage 8. We will be starting with Stage 6. So the components for Stage 6, I think they're here. Let's see. It doesn't really say what stage it is on the back. Let's see. There's a sticker on there that says CM6. Let me just have a quick look to see which one of these is Stage 6, because I don't know. That's Stage 6 there. Okay. I'll set up this binder. That might not know how to set it up, because it took me a while to learn how to set them up. So I'll set the binder up on camera. Take all the plastic covering off it. And there should be numbers inside it. Let's see. Yep, there's numbers there. Okay, so to set up the binder, just have it like that. Get rid of this bag. they are actually numbered at the bottom, so you just do it in number order. So 1 is this, so you just fold it down, and how I find it is if you fold it down like that, but also push it down a little bit like that there, so it's a bit more flexible. Then you put 2 there and 2 there. Those two sides are 2s, and then this number 3. This is the tricky bit. You've got to push it through. You've got to push it through like that. There. So you pushed it down and under this one, and then I just push this back down. Put my hand inside, and I push it back down like that. And then we get one of the numbers. Like this is my first binder, so it'll be number 1. So I put a sticker on it like that. So you get number 1. You just make sure that you just lay it as centrally as you can. Let me just see, like that there. So I'm just going to go and put my other magazines in here to get them out of the way, because I don't want to get them creased or ripped or anything. So I'll just do that. So I brought my magazines back. I've got 1 to 5 plus the guide. So I'm just going to put them in here. Like that. There we go. That's our binder and our magazines there. So I'm just going to put that aside. I also keep this in the binder as well, in case I've run out of numbers. I don't know why I'd run out of numbers, but anyway. So in this video, we're going to complete stage 6 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy. With every stage of the build comes with component parts and a magazine. These are the component parts for stage 6. Look at that, so good, that is so good. Darth Sidious, Palpatine. That's from the Clone Wars. That's from Attack of the Clones. Moff Gideon. So this is a list of all the components in stage 6. So we're working on the helmet and the chest plate that we did from the last video. Step-by-step instructions. This is what we should have, and by the end of this we should actually be able to put the helmet on top of Darth Vader's head, either by the end of box 3. Is it box 3? Yeah, box 3 components, or by the end of this video we might be able to put Darth Vader's helmet on, which saves a bit of room in my tray. So as always, if you've watched my channel before, you know I do this. I just like to make sure what it says we're supposed to have here, that we have in here. Let's have a look. There's quite a lot more in here than it actually looked like. So we've got some buttons and things, and got some screws. Okay. And they are, let me see, they're air screws. Yeah, air screws. Got a magnet here as well. Let me just move things around a little bit. I might have to put my binder somewhere else because I've got no room for it here. It needs to go on the shelf. Let's see. I'm just gonna move it somewhere temporarily. All right. So I've got access to the bin, so I can throw all this wrapping away. So. Right, so we've got this red and blue button, which are here, We've got some 3 grey buttons here. We've got 3 red buttons. We have, I think that's the magnet, DV66. Yep, that's the mask magnet. We have DV65, which is the mask crown. We have DV67, which is the internal mask reinforcement, and yep, and we've got lens cover B, DV8. Lens cover B. Where's lens cover B? That's what's inside here, I don't know. It says lens cover B for the chest plate. Lens cover B. There is no 8. Oh yeah, there's 8. Lens cover B. There it is. Yep, we've got everything that it says we're supposed to have at this stage of the build. We've got our screwdrivers, we've got our screws, we've got our components, we've got our magazine. Let's begin. So we're going to start with the chest plate. We've got these 2 buttons here, this red and blue. So I'm going to get them out if we can. That's the blue one. Let's get the red one out. The blue one goes at the top here, and the red one goes here underneath, like that. Just checking their orientation. Yeah, so the blue one, there's a little tab at the top of the blue one, you see there. I'm going to turn it over, and the tab sits in that gap there, so we just push them in. So, all the way in like that, blue at the top, and then the red one goes at the bottom. Don't think it's got a wear, it's got a kind of corner cut off it, let me see, yeah, so it's got a corner cut off it and it matches there, so I'm going to turn it upside down so the corner matches, the missing corner matches. I'm just going to push it through. Let's just readjust that, there we go. Clicks into place, no glue, no screws, there we go. That's those 2 in. The next thing we're going to do is these 3 buttons here, these silver buttons. Now they do go in in order, because I think they're all slightly different. So let's have a look. Them 2 look the same. Them 2 do look the same. They don't say anything inside them. With the 3 lens covers for the chest plate, chest panel. DV063 goes in the centre. Yeah, but how do you know which is which? Goes in the centre of the slot. Lens DV8 goes in the upper. You can identify it by the slight notch on the side. The slight notch on the side. Yeah, I think this is the centre one. There's a notch there. There's a notch there. See it? So that must be the centre one. I'm going to put the centre one in. Like that. And then one of these 2 are the same, it appears. Actually, that goes at the top with a notch missing. Yeah, because there's a screw hole there, and it goes around there. And these 2 just go in. It doesn't really matter which way they go in because they're the same. That. Yep. The next thing we've got to do is put these in, and they go behind these 3 lenses. They may light up, so it's probably because they light up. They're like translucent, a little bit translucent. So we've got 3 of these. Let's check in to see. DV4, DV4, DV4. They're all the same, so we can just push them inside here. We just push them in like that. But I think you got to push them in deep, I think. Like that. So they go up against this. Yeah, you can actually see them in the light. They look really good in the light. I can't really show you. Let me just get my phone and show you where the bits that are going to be lighting up. Right. Let me turn. Apologies, that was the delivery. So let's see if I can show you this. I'll turn my light off. Like that. There you see. The lights shine through. That completes this stage of the control panel. Is it called control panel? Chest plate. So we get this what's it called? Mask crown. We've got to put the magnet in, and I've just tested it with the helmet to see which is the magnetized. The magnetized is this, because you don't want it repulsing off. So the magnet goes down there like that, and I'll just test it again just to make sure. Yeah, it's magnet. Because if you put it in the wrong way, it will repulse it away from the helmet itself, and you don't really want that. So I've got the magnet in the right way. I'm just going to put the helmet back up on the shelf. Right, we've got the magnet in the right way. It actually says that in the instructions that you need to make sure that the magnet is in the correct way, or it will just keep going like that. You get the helmet and it'll just go like, it will do everything it can not to fit on. So we get this plate here, this top piece, the reinforcement, and this will sit inside. It matches up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screw holes. So I'm just going to match it up to the 6. There we go. Match it up to the 6 screw holes there, like that. Yeah, it's fitted in secure so it doesn't move. It's not actually saying we're putting screws in it until we get it in. Yeah. So we've got to turn it over like that, and we've got to sit it on the mask so that this part here, you see this part, this kind of fringe goes to the back and it sits on. But we've got to match up the screw holes underneath, I believe. See, so it sits on like that there. Yeah, it's got to match the screw holes. I think it is. So we need 6 A screws. Let's tip some of that out like that. Oh, that fell out. Yeah, I don't think that should have fallen out, but it did. So we sit the crown on top there. It's not going to stay there, but you know. So we're going to hold it in place with 6 screws. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just put one back. So I'm going to leave one there. I'm going to turn it over. Just make sure I match up with these holes now. So I'm going to put the first one in here. Hopefully that's gone in the hole. It's hard to see really. Yeah, that's gone in. Let me zoom in a bit closer so you can see. I'm going to redo this one because I don't think it went in properly. Yeah, that's in. There's a screw hole there. Very difficult to see. Three more screws to go in. Yeah, there's a hole there. There. Just move those screws in a second and put this down just to protect it. So we've got 2 more left. Yeah, I see that one. Which is there. And then the final screw hole is, I think, there at the top. I can't see that last screw hole. Oh, it's there. It's here. And some of these are falling out as well. Oh dear. If it keeps falling out, I'll just glue it in. Yeah, I'll glue it in if it's not going to stay in. Which it's not going to stay in at all. So I'm going to glue it in. Just put 2 dabs of glue on the side. One there. And one there. Like that. It's in. Just need to hold it. I might have to glue this in, but I don't really want to. I wonder if there's supposed to be a screw in there. Yeah, maybe there is supposed to be a screw in there that I missed. Because that shouldn't keep falling out. Yeah, so that's the crown on. Yeah, I neglected to put a screw in the back of this nose around there, so I'll put it in now. So hopefully this is the way it should go. I should be able to put the helmet on top now with the 2 magnets meeting like this. Like that. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Oh, there are bits missing because it's a bit wobbly, but that's Darth Vader, isn't it? Look at that. Wow. That's really good. Keeping the helmet completely scratch free. Just gonna remove the mask. I think there's probably some things missing, maybe, before I can put these together. Let me just get the neck piece. We're going to get the underside of the neck piece in place. Let me just see if I can just bring it all together, because it's magnetic as well. So that sits in there like that, and the helmet can go on top. There you see, that's Darth Vader. Let's zoom out a bit. Look at that. You can actually see the size of his head now. Wow, that is amazing. It doesn't actually tell you to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to clean the dust off his head because it's going to make a great thumbnail for this video. So that's where we are. That's like it from the inside, that's it from the outside. So that completes stage 6 of the build. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.